Hello, everyone, and welcome to an unprompted random unboxing. But uh, I'll explain why. I had different plans for the night, like get tomorrow's video edited, and it turns out the stream we did on reviewing American Werewolf in London got blocked because we featured that little bit from the Oscars 41 years ago. Somebody got the hump and decided to do a copyright claim, which apparently is different from a copyright strike. So like 50% render, and plus my video editing software decided to mess up, so I had to like do it twice because it just wasn't responding. But halfway there, so while I'm waiting for all that to happen, thought I may as well unbox some random stuff I bought. Some of it is related to the show, so we're not completely on a tangent. But what a bunch of arseholes! See these third party, what are the lawyers, like gambling chaser type things that are out looking for copyright claims? Arseholes. Yeah, and I wouldn't have known because YouTube gives you no indication whatsoever. So it was only the fact that Steve was going to put it on his website and then said it's been blocked. Then you have to go into the studio editor bit, and then you have to look for the video, and then a wee symbol beside it. So you get no like flag, oh, this has happened, that's happened. You could be, and I'm what, a couple hundred videos in at least now at this point. Imagine a couple of years when we like had 1,000 videos. There's no way I'm going to notice. Like, unless you're like scrolling through every video, which I don't have time for. I'm more interested in making new content than going over the old stuff, if that makes sense. But yeah, another thing that annoys me is the way they give you the options. So you can either delete the video, cut out the bit, or contest it. Now, what they say is if you contest it and the other person comes back and they uphold it, you automatically get a channel strike. And it's not even like, okay, I think you're wrong, and they go back. Well, maybe this person says you're right. It'll stand up, and it's up to you what you do next. That'd be fair enough. But no, because you argue back, and they see it as arguing, not just going querying. Like, is this true? Because I was under this impression. Blah blah blah. Just the whole hyperbolic language and antagonism. Bloody Americans. Honestly, they can't bring, especially anyone in some sort of little bit of authority, has to have this fucking attitude of, and you're like, calm the hell down. Okay, if something happened, sorry, we'll sort it out. But it has to be, oh, and if you dare question me, I'm going to take it up to the next level. But anyway, what I've done is I've taken the video, I'm rendering it, I've cut that bit out, put a wee cheeky note up, explaining why the video, all of a sudden, we're doing something, all of a sudden goes, blip, jump cut. And I'm going to upload that as a video, and then I'll just probably delete the live one. I did contest it, but then again, I'm just thinking I can't be arsed. I really can't be arsed with antagonism. And do you know what? If this is the way like so YouTube's going, and every bit, like we review articles and what do you call it, trailers and stuff, and if we're going to get arsy about it, I'm not going to waste time on this platform. I've plenty of other platforms to stream to, so I don't really give a shit. I do this because I enjoy it, and I do it because I love horror. I love talking about it. I love the sort of the background things, the philosophy behind horror, and the people's reaction to it. That's all part of doing this channel, and also getting to talk to loads of people. I've got a good network now. That's taken a couple of years to build up. Folks come on the channel, we'll have a bit of banter, a bit of crack, all that good stuff, and we talk about horror movies, talk about people's projects, we promote indie creators. I love doing that, but I'm not jumping the tune of, if I was stealing stuff, if I was actually legit taking stuff, stealing it, pass off from his own, all that kind of nonsense, I would get it. But I don't. And you look at the number of reaction channels and stuff out there, and they have to stop and pause and do this and that, and it's like, it just got stupid, and we just need a bit of common sense. But anyway, back to why I did this. I did this stream partly to give a rant, but also I got stuff. I thought I might as well open it, and let's just see. I hope I don't end up. They're all addressed to me. Oh, hey Chris. Yeah, but that's ever since Google took over YouTube, it just gradually went down the tubes, and it's just this stupid corporate crap. These rules come from idiots who live in a bubble, and they're used to yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am, all that crap, and they talk shite all the time, and they're always watching their language because they're always stabbing each other in the back, and that's they bring those rules into the platform, and there you question them, and we talk censorship of horror. That's was part of the reason for that stream, because it's all this crap, and it just comes out the things are getting censored that shouldn't, and the things that shouldn't be online, like really damaging stuff, is still there because people just play the game, dodge around it, and it's everyone else gets caught in the crossfire. So I don't know. I'm not worrying. I'm just getting on with what I do, and that's it. And frig, whatever happens, happens. But anyway, on the first one, what have we got? Aha, right. So, another thing you may have noticed, I posted, what do you call it? Community post on this channel and all the socials. I was on Brotherhood of the Dice's channel. We're supposed to be playing Towers of the King. We were there. We did turn up. And we made a joke about, yeah, first hour we'll do a movie review. No, and what happened was we got talking shit about movies for 3 odd hours, and we didn't stream. We were just too busy in the zone, talking, just riffing about movies and random stuff that we actually didn't. We didn't bother playing the game. We're just sitting on Twitch, or not Twitch. What do you call that other one? Discord. We're all just sitting in Discord yapping away. It's like, oh yeah, did we forget to play the game? It's like, yeah, and did we forget to go on Twitch? Hope nobody's waiting for us. So sorry about that. Next week we'll get back. We'll be a bit more disciplined. That's a really fun group. Anyway, by the way, if you haven't been in Brotherhood of the Dice, really good role playing group. The guys are sarcastic bastards like me and have that dry sense of humor. So I just fit right in. Do you know what I mean? When you're getting called a bastard your first appearance because you play a character they don't like, and you just go with it. You're in a good group. So yeah. Anyway, not quite a tangent because we talked about this last night. Banana Splits, the movie. So they made a horror movie about the banana splits. So while we're talking, I've got all these bloody tabs open, and I'm like, yeah, okay, right, I'm ordering that. So this will be getting watched over the next few days, and tra la la. Oh, do you remember that banana splits? Tra la la, tra la la la, tra la 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 la. Terror. Ah, yeah, and we're watching the trailer while we're talking, and yeah, so expect a review of that soon. Actually, I suppose I better read it out. Oh, it's all the plastic though. 9-year-old Harley and his family attend a taping of his favorite variety kids show, The Banana Splits, unaware that its enormous animatronic rock band has just learned their show has been cancelled, and the band's not going to let that happen. As the Banana Splits break from their programming and wreak havoc all over the soundstage, the body count rises. Harley, his mum, they spent mum, MUM, cool, and their new pals must escape the splits or remain their audience forever. Damn right. That's that. The trailer looked really good. So, I was told to compare it to Willy's Wonderland. Well, if you've seen my stream of Willy's Wonderland, you know I absolutely love that movie. That was just bonkers, daft, mental, and Nicolas Cage, just Nicolas Cage. Yeah, that's why I thought I'd do this stream, because I need to cheer myself up. There's no point just opening this stuff like talking about it into the ether. But yeah, there you go. That's a random movie. Should I start? I know this is because I already invest so much time in this channel. Should I start a Hong Kong martial arts based channel? Because I'm starting to get the itch to go back into that again. And it won't fit in this channel, obviously. It just goes against the theme. Should I do another channel and talk about Hong Kong movies? Let me know in the comments. That obviously I'll have less time for this, but I'm starting to get the itch of just watching really bad dubbing and dodgy kung fu moves and ropey dialogue and really bad makeup because you ever notice in the Hong Kong movies, like the 70s ones, all the makeup people wore like for the cameras, because you have to, if you're on like proper spotlights and stuff, you have to see where I've got a shiny head. You can't have that if you're on film, because that's all you see is big. Imagine me in the cinema. That'd be mental, wouldn't it? Me in the cinema, no makeup, just big shiny chrome dome, and people have to wear 3D glasses as my dome just shines into your face. You probably wouldn't have fun, but I would. I'd just be like in the background, suffer. Yeah, I'm feeling quite evil tonight. Oh yes. So Dale and I, you've probably seen the schedule. We'll be talking about this next week. I already have it in digital, but I'm like, nah, need the DVD. Need the DVD. Has to happen. Bad taste. Dale and I are doing a review of that. We're basically going to do the Peter Jackson filmography. I will probably include Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit and stuff as well, right up. But what you need to understand about Peter Jackson is he's primarily a horror director. Yeah, so you gotta, how he got Lord of the Rings. When you see these sort of movies, you'll ask the same question: how the hell did that happen? But thank goodness it did. Oh, this isn't right. I know the things in. Oh, this is going to be fun, right? So all the reviews and stuff are in English, but the actual descriptions in Chinese, I think. It did say English for. Hopefully, it has English. Or if I'm going to watch this with Chinese, oh yes. If I'm going to watch this with Chinese dubbing, that's going to be mental. That'll be fun. Yeah. Right. Anyway. Keep an eye for that. 24th, I think we're doing it. Yeah, 24th. Yeah, keep it. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, by the way. All our platforms, if you're not watching on YouTube, we're on Twitch. Make sure you follow there. We'll stream now to Facebook as well. So, there's plenty of ways to get notified when we go. Right. I keep watching. Do you know what it is? I keep watching the clips. Here's my excuse for banning this. I keep watching the clips of when Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man turn up. It's the only superhero movie I actually want to watch again. It's the only bloody good one. All the rest, after Infinity War, and even coming up to Infinity War, like Iron Man 3 was terrible. But even What's-Her-Face manages to act a bit in this. She actually does some acting stuff, which is amazing. So yeah, that's I got it was on offer. Sometimes I need to feel happy, and Spider-Man does it. What can I say? I like Tobey Maguire, actually. I like him. Seems like a genuine me dude. Anything else in here? Nope. By the way, I can't remember everything I ordered because I just went click, 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 click. Maybe random. I was like, for No Way Home, you know, the one where basically Andrew Garfield, what's his face, the new one, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland. I nearly forgot that. Are all together. Right. That's kind of out of sync. I wanted to get I'm flipping into covers now. I'm starting to get comic books again. This I'm going back down the rabbit hole. Judge Dredd, Batman. There's like 3 of these. And I grew up in Judge Dredd. We were talking about comics and stuff. Oh, I managed you out there. Here, right, people, I just love the way people call me a normie sometimes. You look like a normie. You act like a normie, right? We're having this, like I said, we're having a natter about stuff, and everyone's like going full Gigatron. Of course, just me. Yeah, I'm just normie. And then we're talking about G.I. Joe comics, because I used to collect G.I. Joe, Transformers, Masters Universe. I mean, issue 1 to like 300 of each. You know, I was proper into it. In fact, I was explaining that the Transformers comics. In fact, that's how I got introduced to Marvel, because Marvel did the Transformers comic. And then what you had is the main Transformers story. And then the second part, you always had like a few panels of a Marvel hero. That's where I found out about, Spider-Man and Venom, the gunk that comes from the other planet, and Black Suit Spider-Man and all that there. That's where I first discovered that, was actually through Transformers comics. I was explaining as well that we should have bloody streamed that. Honestly, I was so much banter. Honestly, you would have loved it. It was we just riffed, and that's when you get on with people. When you don't need to be on for a live stream, or you're not doing it for purpose. You're just freaking chatting for the love of it and your stuff. But I never watched Transformers on Saturday mornings because I hated the way they always put part of like a kids' TV show. So my thing was, I want to watch a cartoon. Who are all these idiots talking? And then they're cutting the cartoon in half, and they're only 20-minute cartoons. So you're like, all of a sudden, they're cutting the cartoon in half or in thirds or something. You're only getting wee bits. Then back to these Muppets talking. And I'm just like, I can't be bothered. I'm getting up early in the morning. And this is me at like 6 or 7 years of age going, I don't want to look at these people and talk to them. I just want to watch a cartoon. So I collected the Transformers comics. And it wasn't until just before Transformers the movie came out that I actually saw a full cartoon of the Transformers. And the whole thing with Optimus Prime, and I was like, oh yeah, brilliant. It was a weird experience. I had a bit of a different experience with that than other people think, but I freaked people out because I was talking about G.I. Joe comics. I was mad into G.I. Joe. Once again, never watched the cartoon series. It was the comics. Comics were brilliant, and the comics were super dark. Like, there was adult stuff in it. So it was just a lot of fun. Really, really into that there. And then obviously got a bit older and stuff and stopped collecting. Then my whole collection got disappeared on me, which wasn't fun. Oh, got evening, Bush, how are you? And welcome Twitch. So it's YouTube and Twitch online. Excellent. Just need somebody from Facebook now to comment, and then we can have all the platforms. That'd be fun. I haven't had a stream yet where all platforms, everyone's like commented. That would be so much fun. Just tick the box. Aha, done it, sort of thing. But welcome, yeah. I'm just this is just a nerdy rant with unboxing stuff because I feel like it, and also I'm annoyed that I'm having to. Where am I now? Oh, 100%. Cool. Right. So I'll double check that, and then I'll upload it, and then you can check it again. Make sure as well when it gets uploaded, if you don't mind sharing. Sorry, Chris, that means all your comments, and who else is on? Everyone that was on the chat that night, we did it. Your comments are going because I just had to upload the video. But yeah, if you like it and watch it again and share it around and just give a finger up to YouTube. But Judge Dredd 2000 AD, that is like a post-apocalyptic universe. I grew up in those as well. But there's the reason I wanted to get back at it is I love the crossovers, but we have in this one Judge Death. And if you're not familiar with the 2000 AD, plus also 2000 AD is an entire comic series. Judge Dredd is only one segment. So 2000 AD was like DC, Marvel, and Judge Dredd was just one of the characters. God, I can't remember half the ones. It's been so many years, but that universe is mental. I mean, so much fun. And just the universe setup, and believe it or not, you get a bit of Joseph Dradd's humor because he's actually a sarcastic dry humor, even though he's like a complete zealot in terms of the law. But at least the comics, because they can expand out, you get to see him in his apartment and stuff, and you find out he's got a cleaning lady, and he's his droid and stuff, and just yeah, it's just fun. You find out he's actually a normal bloke once he takes the uniform off, but you still never see his face because that was always the thing with Judge Dredd. But this one, there's like 3 or 4 of these in the series, but I think this is the one where Judge Death has cross dimensions to Gotham City, and Judge Dredd's in pursuit, and then that's where this all happens. So yeah, looking forward to revisiting these again. I'm not on the floor. Yeah, there's a whole mix. It was sci-fi, but you've also a good bit of horror and stuff in it as well. It's a shame that the comic book industry's went the way it has, and just nobody wants to have any fun anymore. Aha! It's one of my have I? Oh, yep, right. So, like I said, I decided to go down the Judge Dredd rabbit hole. Complete Case Files 01. So, I'll probably pick these up a month. Yeah, and also the thing about Judge Dredd was they were done in black and white. So they didn't really go mad with the inking and stuff. There was one series, and that's I remember. There's this family. I can't remember the name of the family, but Judge Dredd kept encountering this family. And every time he encountered family, he either killed one of them or had to arrest one of them. And there's this particular episode where he actually felt bad about it, and he went back to apologize. And he ended up while he went back, off his own bat to apologize for the turmoil between them. Something happened. They broke the law, and he had to kill another one and put another two in the ISO cubes. And you're like, yeah, that's some just mad crazy writing. Oh, I missed it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to get back to this. And also, what was the one? The one the Block Wars started. The Block Wars ended up turned out it was East Sov 1. Started the was trying to basically take over Mega City 1 and that, and started off with Block Wars. It turned out it was a whole what do you call it? Like a whole scheme for a takeover, because the Judge Dredd universe, essentially after nuclear war, apocalypse, World War III, and the world just kind of retreated into mega cities. The continent of America ended up with 3: Mega City 1, Mega City 2, and New Texas. And they still tried to operate as the United States, if that makes sense. The 3 cities were meant to be like governed together. That all went tits up, and actually New Texas seceded from Mega City 1, Mega City 2. You had, for God's sake, Esov 1, Esov 2, and Esov 3 in Russia. You had Tokyo, and you had one in Europe, I think. That, there was only like about 7 mega cities then in the entire world. It's the way it kind of broke up. And then in between the mega cities was known as the waste, the wastelands, just irradiated. Everything turned to ash. That's where the mutants live. And that's where you get like, my God, I should have done some research. I haven't. That's why I'm refreshing myself, because I haven't done this in ages. What was that family with flipping Mean Machine? The something brothers, something family, because they were cannibals and just, that's where you get all those sort of characters from. Yeah, fun. So that's it. But then what happens is they tried to hold like a government and keep it going, but things went mental, and then that's where the judges ended up. The judges were formed, but they were under the government, and then eventually, because things got so bad, the judges ended up running the mega cities, so it just become under martial law permanently. The problem is that judges don't know how to run infrastructure. They're also like a holy religion. Think of 40K before it was 40K. Like the Imperium of Man. Think of that, but it's set in near future, not 40,000 millennium, and you've got it's all set on the world. There's no aliens. It's all human based, which is fun. But yeah, it's an absolute bonkers fun universe, and there's so many stories in it and ways it goes, and a lot of stories are grim, they're dark, but you get, like I said, there's comedic ones, but some of the dark humor, and then it's just absolute insanity. That wasn't bad. That was only like 25 quid or something. Like, that's for a reprint. There's quite a bit of reading there, so I'm going to enjoy that. Right. Obviously, got to support my author friends. So, NJ, I've got it. Don't badger me about reading it. I'll get round to reading it. I'll be on the TBR. I'll try and shuffle a bit, but obviously NJ's been an absolute star. She's been on the show a few times now and great contributor. So, got to support your friends' work, don't you? Yeah. What is it? This just appeared. This has now officially appeared on the Waterstones website. So there's a chance this could end up physically in bookstores. Hope it does. Obviously, MJ, wish you all the best. And how many pages is this? 30 chapters. 316 pages of goodness. Yep, look forward to that. And of course, just you released Steam Night Stalker. So, of course, I had to get that. I have recorded. We're doing a feature of this for Horrific Tales. This wasn't meant to come out this September, but he's released it a couple of weeks early. So I'm kind of on the back foot here. I was planning to get all that edited and done tonight, but then this whole thing with the video, the live stream. So once I check that, I'll get to work and hopefully have that out either, if not this weekend, definitely next weekend. So it's only brand new out. You get a chance to at least check out the first chapter, and I'm all on board. The character of Mark, I actually sympathize with him, so it's going to be interesting how this goes. But what we got here, 370. Let's see. Near 400 pages worth of stuff here. Okay, so that's going to take me a minute. Once again, give me a chance. I'll try and read stuff in between, but this and all the editing and the movies I have to watch and the stuff you have to do takes up a wee bit of time. Plus, I have to do a full-time job, which gets in the way. It's like, why you have to work? You're getting away with fun. That's it. I think I have a couple. Yeah, I have a couple more things. There's a couple more dodgy movies, so they're probably on their way. Which I'll include. But yeah, there you go. That's the situation. So if you're wondering what happened to an American Werewolf in London stream, it got blocked. So I'm going to, I've taken it out. I'll double check this. I'm going to re-upload it after I finish this. Do the needful if you would, please. Thanks everyone for turning up. Sorry about the rant, but got to get out of my system. And I'll let you know how this stuff goes. Definitely turn up for the Bad Taste review. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Dale and I we haven't streamed together in ages. It was actually starting to feel bad because I haven't had her on the show. She's been having technical issues and stuff. And she's one of my first guests and one of the first people to come on. So I must be mate. We always have a good time together. Oh yeah, blames because he's not here. At the end of the day, you know what? It happens, and I'm not actually too worried because at the end of the day, I was done with the best intentions. It wasn't, haha. I was just you can, if you remember the conversation. In fact, when I re-upload the video, you'll see the conversation leads right up that bit. It was organic. It wasn't planned. It was like, all right, I was actually looking for an article to read, and then there's actually video of that bit, not the full Oscar. If it had been the full Oscar ceremony, I wouldn't have bothered. But the fact that that bit was clipped out on another channel, that's what made me watch it. And it was good to watch something react. And yeah, the absolute bile from the main host when he had like horror movies, and then he had to introduce Vincent Price, Say la vie, it is what it is, but at the end of the day, you carry on. These things happen. You don't get involved in streaming and the internet and out in this world and not expect to be completely unscathed. It's just part of the deal being on here. If you sit and be careful all the time, I've seen it. There are a few channels and they are so careful about what they say, and they're every buzzword because they want monetized and they want to keep their monetization, and it's their only job. And you're like, and you can just tell they're struggling to say what they think. I don't want to be like that. That's not why I do this. If I wanted to be like that, I would do pre-recorded, clipped, polished videos, but I would bore myself. I genuinely would. I would be bored making them. You would hear it in my voice that I had absolutely no passion because it's sanitized. That's not how you talk to people in real life. These Muppets need to understand that the world has changed. The day of mainstream media is like, it's a dying, that's why it's so aggressive right now, because it's a dying animal, and injured dying animals are the most dangerous. That's why they're the way they are, because their format of TV of Michael Parkinson passed there last night. He's like no harm in the bloke, but he's he's an example of mainstream TV interviewer. Generic, bland, not controversial, just I like it. I like the fact that he wasn't controversial. Actually, no, he's not like to rub up people the wrong way, but he never talked about anything of consequence. I mean, he never really had it was all that clip, polished, professional, and it's that whole thing of only I can do it, you can't, peasants. That's gone. People aren't interested in that anymore. You look at those late night talk shows, and people are like, nah. Well, it wasn't just, it was a mutual thing. You know what I mean? We're all just part, we just started riffing, and that was it. And that's the same when you've got a group of people that are getting on, and that's what more do you want? At the end of the day, that's why we do this as a hobby. And I think what annoys the mainstream media is that as a hobby, we have more impact and we get more genuine feeling out there than 100 clips. You know what I mean? Look at that whole G4 TV. Even before the stupidity, that was never going to come back. Nobody wants that anymore. You have people in their front rooms or in front of their TV or in their bedrooms doing streams of playing games who are genuine gamers who enjoy the stuff and play the game and review it while they're playing it. So you don't need somebody reading off an auto cue that somebody else has written. I mean, that's gone. Nobody cares about that anymore. Oh, fake laugh. Ha ha ha. Nobody wants that anymore. It's crap. Boring. Now we might get to the point this will run its course. But as this, considering the fact this is still considered new, I don't think this is it's only gonna get better. And as mainstream sort of talk shows not die a death and people are sick of it, this is definitely not just the future, but the present. This is the way things are now. This is the way, if you want news, you want to find out about stuff, you want to actually hear opinions. If you want to interact live, and I don't sit here having 3 producers censoring everybody, it's there. Why the hell not? That's where people have genuine discourse. And I always said I prefer that than debate. Genuine discourse is best for everyone because then there's a mutual respect. You're both coming from the same angle. You're not trying to win, so you're not just trying to beat the other person. Go, ha ha, victory is mine, and it's a hollow victory at the end because it never changes anybody. It just entrenches people more. But there you go. Okay, rant over. Feeling better now. I'm going to go and upload this, see what time I got left, because, yeah, I'm an old man. It's getting late. I've still got work in the morning, so that's fun. But weekend's coming up. And I've got Gene, isn't it? Gene Dolders on. Yep, Gene Dolders. He's on this Saturday, so interesting. I spoke to him briefly on the phone, had a good chat. So he seems like he's going to be quite an animated, fun bloke to have a chat with. Looking forward to that. And as you know, halfway through the month, we're not even the streams we've got planned is unreal. Oh, Sunday as well, we're doing Books of Blood. Got to remember to watch that again, flip's sake. But there you go. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Glad yous guys do it. Thanks for putting up with the rant. Hope you like the shiny stuff and keep up to date with the typey clicky things. And until next time, keep it creepy, keep it horrific.